All right, folks, welcome back. This video is about front-loading your retirement savings for the year. And it's along the vein of whether you should dollar cost average when you're saving or whether you should just invest in a lump sum right up front as soon as you can. And it's the same vein, but it's slightly different. Basically, the research has shown that you're better off front-loading your investment whenever you can do it, whether it's a retirement account or other accounts. I've talked before about how I manage my living expenses, which is basically a Fidelity account where I have all of my income coming in and I invest some of it on a more conservative strategy, but also just to get some gains, but then I pay all of my bills and basically live out of it. So this is the account again. I usually keep anywhere from 9 to 10 months in there with maybe $10,000 to $12,000 in cash for living expenses. But one of the reasons that I do this is that it allows me to basically put all of my paycheck into all of my retirement accounts as early as I can in the year. And because I have enough assets to live off of, if I go 1 to 2 months without having an actual income, it's going to be okay. So what happens for me is that at the beginning of the year, my account would tend to go down quite a bit as I front load these contributions, but then after the contributions are finished, the account jumps back up really quickly. And usually I'm able to do this by the end of February. So if you were to look at like my 401k, I have the full $22,500 contributed already for my account year to date. And you can see that my contribution rate is 100% of my paycheck on a pre-tax basis. And even though it says it's 100%, it's usually quite a bit less that goes in because there are still statutory taxes that are taken out like Medicare, Social Security, whatever. Any other benefits election you may do, but I'd choose 100% because whatever is left over after all of those deductions gets contributed to the retirement account immediately. The other thing I do is that because my income is too high to contribute directly to a Roth 401k, I have a backdoor IRA that I contribute to first and then convert to Roth pretty much immediately. So you can see that for 2023, I've maxed out my $6,500 contribution for that as well. And I tend to do this very early in the year. So if I were to go to this position for this account, it's going to show 0 because there's nothing in there. So the account is basically just to hold contributions at the beginning of the year. I convert it to Roth, and then it's gone. I don't have any traditional IRA dollars because you don't want to have that proration rule goes into effect when you do the backdoor. But this has worked out for me great because it allows me to be invested longer. And I encourage you that if you can do it, if you're able to build up that cushion, to go ahead and front end your contributions as much as you can. In the long run, it helps. It definitely does help. And every little bit adds up when you're compounding. So thank you for checking back in with me. I hope to see you on a future video. Later.